Hey crew, it's Ben, and I'm back. But before we jump into the react, y'all make sure to check out the alternatives because not everything I do is going to be able to put up on YouTube. They don't like me over here. I'm going to try and keep it very nice, but we'll see how it rolls out. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the link below. I got a store set up over at Etsy. I'm trying to get some more stuff going. I'm very slow. Y'all check it out. Now, let's dig in. Alright, we got a brand new artist. This one is Rap About Depression by DMO the Poet. Never heard of him, but y'all recommended him, so we're going to check him out. Let's dig in.
Hey, what's going on? I wrote something for y'all. Check it out for me, please.
Hi, baby.
It means a lot.
Got you. So do 2.5 million other people.
I wake up every day and I just want to be happy, but my brain does not cooperate. It's honestly tragic. Living with depression ain't what most people think. I try so motherfucking hard, but I'm still on the brink. Things can seem perfect, but in my head nothing's working. I think that I need a surgeon to cut me open, observe it. Please tell me what is wrong with me, cause I don't understand. Used to hide these problems behind drugs, now I'm a different man. Stop drinking and dropping them, diagnosing my problems. Now I know the issue, but no idea how to stop them. It's the craziest thing, cause I can see it when it happens, but I can't stop these feelings, some racing in and then crashing in.
Hey, here's the thing. Y'all are not gonna, like, if you're dealing with depression, this is not gonna be the message that you want, but it's gonna be the message that you need. The thing is that you have to dig in, and you have to figure out why you're feeling that way, right? And say it's anger, right? Let's take anger as an example. If you give in to anger, then all you're doing is feeding anger. But if you take a moment, whenever you feel that emotion, which is a valid emotion, and you should feel it, it is alerting you to something. Whenever you feel that, instead of getting angry at the situation that you're in, you've got to ask yourself and be like, why does this situation trigger me like it does? And chances are that it's not the situation as it currently is. It is actually something that happened 10 years ago or 20 years ago or when you were a child, however long it happens to be. And you have to go back and think about that situation. Like, you have to really pick apart that situation. You have to think about your part in that situation and whoever else was in that, right? This is a complicated process. But once you can do that, once you can go back and say, all right, this guy just triggered me, like, and I just keep getting triggered, no matter who it is, by the same instance. Let's figure out why I'm getting triggered. For me, it's bullying, right? When I see somebody being bullied, I get mad. And it goes back to Johnny from when I was a kid, and I just get smacked in the head for no damn reason. And so to dig back into that, and to see that and be like, okay, that is why I'm getting triggered in this situation, even if it's not me getting bullied, and no matter who's doing the bullying. I see that, and I automatically trigger response back to where I was as a kid. It is my responsibility as an adult to look back on that and see how hard that was for Johnny. To have everything, he was a vibrant, healthy, young man who got thrown into a wheelchair. Did he handle it right? No. Would I have handled it right? Probably not. I've got pretty good evidence that I wouldn't have. So I can see that now, and I can work on the forgiveness of that now. And then, because I have worked on that, because I looked back at that, and I figured out where that emotion actually was, I can feel the righteous anger for that situation, because I never should have been smacked in the head as a kid. That never should have happened, but it did. And I can feel mad about that. But then it has less effect on my emotions now. And I can give the forgiveness, and I can get through the hate and start feeling the love. But it's not until you figure out why you have the problem and let yourself feel it. Like, it's okay to be mad and sad and all of the emotions. They are all valid emotions. They all have a reason that you feel them. And when you can recognize where it's coming from, then you can work past it. Then you can get to the happy side of it. Otherwise, you're just cycling the bad stuff. All right, that was a rather long rant, but I hope that made sense to somebody.
And I can feel the collision all the way down in my stomach, like I got punched in the gut, and there ain't no running from it.
You don't need to run from it. So that's the problem we have as a mindset, as a people. It's not that you can't break down in public. You can't cry driving down the road. You'll get in a wreck. You can't get mad and just start hitting people. But those emotions are valid. And you don't need to bottle them down and suppress them. You need to understand them and embrace them.
I could be up at the summit. One thing happened, I plummet. They tell me take my meds and calm down, but I don't like feeling nothing. Now let me tell y'all folks something. I've been like this my whole life. Been trying to hide it and fight it. That shit ain't go right. My methods of coping was just me drinking and smoking. Anything I could take, I'd pop it in and keep going. But that was just me not knowing that I was making it worse. If I had stayed on that path, I'd probably be in a hearse. Cause I was feeling so cursed. Nothing ever went my way, and nothing but negative thoughts was present in my brain. Laying down at night, but ain't no sleep coming my way. My brain won't shut the fuck up, it's been doing this all day. Do you know what it's like to have to fight with yourself?
I do. God knows I do.
Trying to seem happy without liking yourself. It all could be over just by blasting yourself. But I ain't the one to give up in this fight, I need help. See, with this problem at hand, it's hard to talk to your friends. You don't want someone to judge you and look at you different. So I meet paper with pen, I open up in these notes. It's really all I can do to get the words on my throat. And I ain't looking for someone to feel sorry for me, nah. I'm just trying to explain all this pain I got inside, when all you taught is you.
See, that's doing the work. That's what he's doing right here. He is showing an example of doing the work. Like, happiness is not something you catch. It is not a disease. It is not the influenza. It is not. It is something that you choose every day. You choose to find joy. You choose to find happiness. Or you choose the opposite. If you're sitting in sadness, now, that is not to say that you're not going to feel sad. But if you're just sitting in it, like I've got family members, and we'll leave it at that, who have lost children. And that is a remarkably horrible thing to experience. It breaks my heart to even think about experiencing that. But I would pray. Oh man, I pray for them that one day they'll just not let go, because letting go is the wrong thing, but to accept that yes, this really terrible thing happened, but it doesn't have to define every step of your life from here on out. It is perfectly okay to be sad because your child died. That is terrible. But if you are living in sadness, then that is a choice that you are making. You're choosing to not remember the good things, probably. Like that, everybody's different, so none of my advice is ever for everyone, right? But you're choosing to stay in the sad spot. You're choosing to stay in the depressed spot. You may not see it that way. Circumstances can be affecting you. Not being in depression is not a choice. Staying there is. And as I can say that from somebody who has chosen to not. This guy right here has chosen to not. DMO the poet. He has chosen to not stay in his sadness, in his depression. And so he's going to do the work. He's going to figure out why he's triggered about it. He's telling you that right here. This is how he works through it. It's through the pen and paper, because he doesn't want to trust his friends in that matter. That is an abuse cycle. Not trusting your friends is an abuse cycle. So, trust me. I know, that sounds funny, right? But, yeah, all right.
You ain't good enough when you growing up. It makes it hard to see you good enough when you growing up. Fake it till you make it, that's what everybody say to do. So if the shoe fits, I might as well wear it too. See, I'm the funny guy, cracking jokes, deflecting attention, cause I don't want nobody noticing that my soul is missing. And if you feeling I'm distant, you probably right. People ask what's wrong, I say nothing. I'll be alright and I continue to fight. It's an everyday struggle, like I'm at war with myself. When my emotions start to bubble, people telling me my lyrics are dope. I'm staying humble, I'm just writing what I'm feeling, trying to help people that struggle. If you feeling what I'm saying, keep your head up. And if you need someone to talk to, hit my line up. Please do not ever give up until your time's up. Things will get better, it's just gonna take some time, bro.
Yes, that's beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. It gave me a chance to talk about the thing that I love talking about most, how to overcome some shit. Like, I don't ever want to make you feel like feeling the emotions is a bad thing, that feeling depression is a bad thing, that feeling anxiety is a bad thing. Everybody feels that. What you have to do is really take a hold of that. Like, you got to grab that shit by the scruff of the neck, and you got to take control of it. And that is really hard to do. Not everybody can do that. But too many people, instead of even trying to do that, will take a pill, or take a sip, or take a puff, or whatever it happens to be that you use to hide what you feel. And so you've got to take responsibility for that. Like, if you're in depression, it's the wrong thing to say for me to tell you that. It really is, according to all the books. But I can tell you now that the only thing that could bring me out was somebody telling me to buck the fuck up. Do what you got to do. Like, it's okay to be sad about it, mad about it, angry about it. Like, whatever the emotion is, it's okay. But you cannot let it live in you. You got to let it just pass through you. And it's okay to feel it, but it is not okay to sit in it. And that's where I'm going to leave it. All right. DMO the Poet, thank you for this. I appreciate it greatly. It gave me a lot to talk about. And I love that kind of music. I do. I love seeing people talk about how they're getting through their struggle, because it helps me to help other people get through their struggle. And that is what I am trying to do, is help other people get through their struggle in the way that I did. That's it. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me. And I am praying for you every single day. Till next time, this has been Pit's Take. Peace.